What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We're gonna do some arena today. I am going to finish up the fodder or not the fodder series, and then I'm going to start another series, which I'm going to keep to myself for now. But I'm sure it'll help everybody out. Let's refresh the list. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't. There's quite a few things I want to talk to you today. Number one, I want to thank everybody for sharing and subbing to my channel. I got about, right now I'm looking at it, it says 1,237 subscribers. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll talk about that later on. What I do want to talk about is a few things people are asking for. People are asking for me to make a noob vid. Look, these vids, they are more the mid-game players, but they are for noobs as well. My goal with this channel is to help people from wasting their time. That's the goal of this channel. You guys have no idea how much time I have personally wasted on making 6 stars and making Giants teams and doing all kinds of things. You know, it's just, this game is extremely time consuming. I'll be 100% honest with everybody. I've been playing the game since probably the second week of July, and it's crazy. You know, I have 30-something 6 stars, but all the time I took just to make these 6 stars it's insane. You need a lot of people I'm talking to, they want to quit, they want to do this, they want to do that. I mean, all right, take time off, see if you want to quit, do whatever you want to do. But you got to remember something. If you fodder the wrong monster, like, sometimes you can't recover from these things, you know? That's the whole point of these videos, like the fodder or not the fodder. That's the whole point of these videos. Now, the meta's changing as well, and it's changing a lot, which I don't know if I should be mad or not, or like Ifrit now. He's a great monster. I like Ifrit, but he's also taking the water. He's making the water Garuda a little less useful. I still like the water Garuda. I think his skill set is still great. I don't regret making him a 6 star because I wouldn't have beaten the Trial of Ascension as many times as I did if I didn't 6 star him. I don't use him in the Trial of Ascension anymore. That's the funny thing, though. That's the main thing. So anyway, that's besides the point. And then people they're asking for a lot of things. Now, guys, look, I have a little bit of a life, you know. I have a girlfriend. I have my dogs. I'm changing my profession because I'll be 100% honest with everybody. I was a business owner in New York City, and look, to do certain things, you need money. You really need money. I started out my business. We were doing great, man. It was just, I don't even know how to explain it. I started out my business, if anybody knows anything about real estate, I started off with a small little 2,000 square foot shop. We expanded to 6,000 square feet within the first, within the first year, let's put it that way. And then the hurricane happened. I had no electricity for about a month. I got lucky though, the shop didn't get flooded because the shop was literally on the water. And I ended up having to move. Now, moving a 6,000 square foot shop, what's the word I'm looking for right now? A 6,000 square foot operation, there you go, is very time consuming and costs a lot of money. This means you got to stop working altogether. You're not making any money. You're pretty much trying to survive, you know? I didn't produce anything for over a month. And then to top it off, I had to move everything as well. And that was like a huge killer. It cost me a lot of money and nobody helped me. I didn't get any relief money from the government. I didn't get anything. It was ridiculous what was going on. You know, nobody expected. In all the years that I've been living in New York City, I absolutely did not expect a hurricane like that. That was just like unbelievable. You know, my van ended up getting my van ended up getting flooded. I ended up having to spend $2,000 on rebuilding was the motor? I don't remember what we did. That was a while ago. The transmission burnt. I really don't remember exactly what we ended up doing on that one. So it's just, it was a lot of bad luck. I'll be fully honest with everybody. So I survived another 2 years. The thing is, man, it takes a toll on you. That's what the problem is with me. It takes a toll on you. It took a toll on me mentally, physically, emotionally, everywhere. So now I sold my business. I got lucky I was even able to sell. And I'm probably going to drive a cab and go back to school and finish up my degree, which, I don't know, my mother's telling me is probably the best thing I could do. Because I got hit by a car about 5 years ago, maybe a little longer than that. And I don't know, I finished up that semester, passed my classes, and decided I'm going to open up a business. Fuck this shit. I'm not in the mood anymore. I thought I was too old to be in school. And to be honest with you guys, it's really never too late. And I'm not telling everybody this, by the way, so I could get donations or any bullshit like that. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little too proud for donations. I don't want any donations. The best thing that any of you guys that are viewing my videos can do for me is sub and share my videos and tell people about them. You know, my goal with this channel is to help people in this game, because I see a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, and it drives me crazy sometimes, you know, is how to save time, how to beat certain dungeons, and it's all about grinding. That's just about it. And if you want to donate, your money, donate it to a cause. Donate it to something that you might feel better about yourself for donating it. Don't donate it to, I don't know, I don't agree with donating to a guy that plays video games, you know? I had one guy too, and I couldn't take his money. There was no way I was taking his money. On rune removal, the last rune removal, he offered me $50 to ruin his monsters. I was like, listen, to re-ruin his monsters. I was like, listen, just give me the login information, and I'll do it for you, no problem. You don't got to give me nothing. There really is no point in me even taking money for something like that. I don't find that right. Granted, it took me 5 minutes to do it, because his runes weren't all that great. But still, you know, like, I don't find it right. You know, I'm doing a favor. I'll be honest with you, I've been talking to him on the line app since, I don't know, beats me, I'll be honest with you, probably since the day I got the line app. And, you know, he introduced me to a few people. He introduced me actually to Aranoa and a few other people. He's actually a good kid. So, I don't want to sit there and take money from people. And there's no way. I'm actually too proud for that. I'm going to end up working. Hopefully within the month, I'm going to get my license. I'm going to start. I have a driver's license, but you need a certain license in New York City. I'm going to start driving a cab in New York City. And going back to school, I only have 3 classes to finish up in August. So, the point I'm trying to make is, you want to donate your money to the Red Cross. Donate your money to, a lot of you guys live on the other side of the world, so you want to find a world foundation. You know, you don't want to do, not a United States one. Or everybody that's in the United States. Donate to the American Cancer Association. Donate to the Children's Cancer Association. Donate to animals. There's nothing wrong with donating for animals. You know, I personally am a pit bull lover. I love pit bulls. They're a very misunderstood breed. People think that they're horrible dogs and that they're gonna attack. And I hear all these stories. And no, it's not the dog. It's the owners, people. It's the owners. It's not the dog himself. It is the owners that's at fault. It's the way you train your dogs. My dog, when he wants to, I have some aggression issues with Rocky. Let me tell you something about Rocky. Rocky's original owner committed suicide. He was a very good friend of mine. And the reason why I took Rocky, I took him for two reasons, okay? Number one, I was originally supposed to adopt Rocky. I didn't do it because I never had a dog before, and I thought it was going to be unfair for Rocky to get adopted by me because we'd both be learning all at the same time. The other reason why I took Rocky is because Rocky, if he would have ended up in a shelter, the way he was, he's made a lot of improvements. He's calmed down. I still have the aggression issues, but still, the way he was, honestly, I thought he was going to end up dead. I thought they were going to end up putting him to sleep. I really didn't want that to happen. I felt bad. I know him from the day he was born, from his puppy litter, you know? It would have killed me if he would have died. And I had Sophie. Really taking on a second dog wasn't the ideal situation for me. I had originally taken him so I can find somebody to adopt him and calm him down. And I ended up keeping him, and I want to keep him now, you know? So, but donate to some of these shelters for dogs. You know, they do a lot of work over there. They take in almost any stray dog, doesn't matter what it is, and there's dogs dying every day. You know, it's horrible. That's a great way to great place to put your money. So, anyways, that's besides the point, guys. The whole point, the point I'm really trying to make is, the best way that any of you guys can support me is by subbing to my channel, sharing my video, and telling people about it. That's the only thing I want from anybody. And my goal in this game is to help people progress in the game. You know, it's a tough game to play. It really is. You got to know a lot of things. Some people call me the encyclopedia of this game, because I know a lot of things. And I'm sleeping a little bit on the light and dark fodder and not the fodder videos. Why? Because I got to read all their skills off the bat and see who is and who isn't. Because that video is going to, if I end up reading it as I'm going along, that video is going to turn out to be so long. It's going to be ridiculous. So I want to keep it as short as possible. That's about it. You know, now we are going to continue in the arena, I guess. But I want to also thank everyone once again. The 1,200 subs, it means a lot to me. You know, it means that people are actually watching. I get a lot of requests. I try to answer everybody. Guys, there's like a glitch in YouTube. I don't know. Sometimes I see the messages. It says linked comment on it, and I can't respond. I don't know what that's all about. And that drives me a little crazy because I'm trying to respond, and I'm trying to find the message, and I can't do anything. So if you guys don't think I'm ignoring you, I have a Facebook page. I actually don't remember what I ended up naming it because it's NickDaGreek, but it's got some numbers on it. I got to find out. I got to remember what I did exactly. Not 100% sure what I did. And I screwed up over here. I should have killed that the Pikion, but whatever. Everything's fine. So, yeah, I'm rambling over here, and I'm not paying attention to what I should to the arena, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. So, don't think I'm ignoring anybody. One way, look, on Reddit, my name is NickDaGreek. I don't know how that happened. I wasn't paying attention. I guess somebody has NickDaGreek, apparently. And whatever. But you could send me messages on Reddit. I'm going to try and answer you as fast as I could. If I don't answer you the same day, I'm going to answer you the next day. That's about it, guys. Thanks for subbing. And I hope you guys look forward to my next few videos. I'm going to make quite a few. I have a lot of content. I have a lot of ideas I want to come up with for everybody. The thing is, it's timing. Time is what's keeping me from doing it. You know, I didn't make a video for almost a week last week because I'll be honest with you, between selling the business and then I had some personal issues. It's tough for me to talk, to ramble, to keep going, you know. A lot of people tell me they like to hear me ramble. I think I just ramble like a maniac, but it's tough sometimes. So please be patient with me. I'm going to work with everybody as best as I can. And let me know. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. You know, some people sit there. I find this a little disrespectful when somebody decides to post somebody else's YouTube video on my channel. And you know what? I accepted the comments too. Why? Because you guys got to see, you guys got to hear me on this. One guy went and posted a video about how the Fire Grim Reaper Sath can solo 5-on-1 hell. Okay, fine. He needs super runes to do it. He's slow. His base hit points are horrible. And he's not much of an attacker. What's the point? You know, like, I understand you could make him into CC and whatever the case is, but come on, guys. You know, like, he's not that great, the Fire Reaper. And then somebody else was telling me about the Water Vampire. He is by far one of the worst 4-stars in the game. I'm sorry to say it, okay? I understand he could farm 5-mon hell and he has that leader ability for dungeons and all this. But there's better things you could do with leader abilities in dungeons. Guys, one of the things I'm going to have to tell everybody is speed is more important than hit points, you know? Yeah, you have a tanky team and all that, but speed is a lot more important, guys. For you to be faster and tanky at the same time is a lot more important, you know? Like you got the best speed leader, honestly, in the game, what I believe, is between Trinity and Vanessa. Trinity being the Dark Valk and Vanessa being the Fire Valk. Yeah, I believe that those are the two best leader abilities in the game. Why? Because they have a 33% speed leader. I think, in my opinion, that Vanessa's a little better because she has a revive. I would love to have Vanessa. Oh man, the teams I could put together with Vanessa is just insane. You know? So, guys, I try to give the best advice I can. I don't want people wasting their time. You know? Making a Giants team is probably one of the first things you could do. Is the things that you should be doing are making it as far as you can in Trial of Ascension, because the rewards are very good in the Trial of Ascension, and making a Giants team. That's it. Farming essences and all that stuff, unless you're trying to awaken a natural 3-star, forget about trying to awaken a natural 4-star. I farmed when I first got my Water Phoenix. I farmed the B6 water at the time. That's what I was able to do. And I must have wasted 1,000 energy in the entire day, and I got maybe 1 or 2 highs. Then I did it, I think, the week after, and I only got like 1 or 2 highs again. Guys, it is absolutely not worth. I'm not going to sit here and concentrate. I just want to, you know what? Let's do a... I also have a new B10 Dragons team as well. Let me show you guys that. But, what do you call it? I think you should be... Everybody should concentrate on farming B7 or better for highs. That's the only way to do it. There's no... I wouldn't sit there and farm B6 or lower. Yes, sometimes you get high times 3 in B5 or B6, but come on, you know how many times that happened. I just finished telling you, in 2 weeks I wasted over 1,000 energy trying to farm it, 2 days, and I got like 2 highs out of it. There's no, you know. Let me time this as well. All right, because I don't know how long I've been doing dragons lately. Now we can avoid the tower on the left, and I have to kill the tower on the right. That immunity tower is actually a really big hassle for me until I can figure out what to do in the meantime. I have no fire. I have Fedora, but I'm not too thrilled with making Fedora a 6-star. So the point is so that people don't make certain mistakes. I've seen so many people making mistakes, you know. Look, if I make a 6-star just because I wanted to make a 6-star, at this point I can do it. I have over 36 stars. I have little side projects that I have. I just got a second Lucian the other day. He's my side project. I want to make a double Lucian offense. I got what else did I get? I have the Water Bomber. He's going to be my next 6-star offense as well. You know? What else do I want to do? There's like all kinds of teams I want to make. I'd like another 5-star. That would be great, but it doesn't look like I'm getting one anytime soon. You know, last August I summoned 3 5-stars, and then I didn't summon another 5-star until a month ago, a little over a month ago. Beth, you know, it's just RNG, guys. It is what it is. Everybody's complaining, oh, I don't have a 5-star. I make it to Guardian with Tyron, Lucian, Bernard, and Seek. People argue with me about Seek. I've had so many people argue with me about Seek. Some people have the Wind Brownie. They like the Wind Brownie better than Seek. But you can't compare the two. You know, you can and you can't. The Wind Brownie does one thing, Seek does another. Me personally, I would build both. Why? Because they're both situational. Seek is better in some situations. The Wind Brownie is better in other situations. You know, you can't find the monster that's going to hit as hard as Seek. Mine isn't even hitting that hard yet. I can't wait till he does hit that, to be honest with everybody. You know? So, whatever. Wow, it looks like I might wipe on this because of that immunity. He usually doesn't go off, but whatever. We'll see. But it's not looking that great for me right now. So, anyways, it's a matter of opinion too, but Seek, let me tell you something, he's a great monster. Hits really, really hard for that little 2-star. He hits super hard. And you're not going to find too many monsters that do what he does. You're really not. You know? That double bite, the way it is. I know somebody, and I've said this before, I know somebody that'll kill a Wind Archangel with that double bite with full hit points. Maybe they'll put weakened defense on it, but they'll kill a Wind Archangel with 45,000 hit points. They have premium rooms too, all 6-stars. I'm short 1 6-star on Seek, and he's going to be all right. So, you know, it's all. I'm just trying to help everybody out. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. You know, you're entitled to mine. I'm entitled to you. I'm entitled to mine. You know, one thing I learned throughout all my work experiences: there's your way, my way, and then there's the best way. People, that's just the way it works. You know, your way, my way, and the best way. That's it. So. You want to do it my way, do it my way. You want to do it your way, do it your way. Just try and figure out what the best way is. Let's put it that way. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to thank everybody for watching my videos. We are at 23 minutes, so we're going to cut it at 23 minutes right now. Thank you for listening to my rambling. Thank you for the subs. I will probably do a giveaway. I am just thinking about what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And I usually take my time. I procrastinate quite a bit. But one other thing I'm going to try and do, we're going to do a minimum. I'm going to try and keep the minimum at 2 videos a week and up to 2 to 4 videos a week. If I could do 5 or 6, I'll do 5 or 6, but 2 to 4 is the way we're going to go for now. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, everybody.